Hotep family, Hotep family, Hotep. Welcome back to Conversing with the Poet. I'm your host, Terrence McKinney, and today's poem we're going to be talking about it is titled "Lost Culture." It's from one of my books called "From My Thoughts to Your Thoughts." I wrote this poem because whether we were brought to this country or not, um, and I'm talking about uh, New Age and Old Age Africans, our most of our culture was lost, um, and we were trained and taught something totally foreign to us. Whether we accepted it or whether we didn't, it is what it is. Um, some of us did, some of us didn't, um, and some of us, like the Gullah Geechee, were able to um, keep the culture going. And to this day, right now, they're still trying to take what they have kept for Black folks today to learn and take knowledge of. But going back to the poem, it's called Lost Culture. I wrote it because um, we lost so much um, religion, tradition, way of life. Some of us was able to read the books from the books that's not given to us. Like some of our great professors and doctors went out of their way and worked their whole life so Black folks can continue to uh, go on, like professors like Dr. John Henry Clark, uh, Dr. Ben, Dr. Sebi, uh, Wade Nobles, Professor James Smalls, Anthony Browder. Um, the list goes on, man. I can constantly, man, Shahrazad Ali, uh, Cheikh Anta Diop, uh, uh, Ashby Muta Ashby. I'm sorry, I couldn't think. I lost train of thought. Um, him, um, man. The list goes on, man. We have so many. Leonard Jeffries. Oh man, getting me started here. But shit, Barashango. Uh, I can go on. And these brothers and sisters, man, they really do love their people. Marcus Garvey, they really showed us the way of life, or how we should come at it. Um, so much, man, so much history. And, I'm a history buff, and I love it. I love just reading about it and being able to actually see it in today's culture from what our ancestors actually did. The brother Kamene, Kaba Hayawata Kamene, my intellectual father, he told me one time, he says, T, there is only one race, and that is the human race. And he was right. There's just different cultures that divide us. But there's only one human race. And I say that, to say, when that culture was able to manipulate the other culture, because there was no way that they could just come inland and do what they wanted to do. Um, it worked. It is what it is. You can't get mad, you can't get upset about it. You have to deal with it and keep on moving and teach the next generation how to be stronger and how to be a better man or a better woman. Um, but let's get into it, man. Let's get into it, because I can talk all day. Let's get into it. This one here is called Lost Culture, and also, um, I just like to say that I don't memorize any of my poems. I like to do everything naturally, organic. So even if I mess up, just because I haven't read it in a while and I don't have the timing correctly, but you'll get the understanding of it. And make sure that you guys go out and go get my books, From My Thoughts to Your Thoughts, See, Hear, and Then Speak. The do's and don'ts of golf, the do's and don'ts of golf #2, Empty Shells. And I have a few other books that's coming out on the way soon. Make sure that you guys leave a comment and hit that subscription button right there, that one right there. Yeah, you guys make sure that you go and do that. Let's get to it, man. Let's do it. So now I got to find out which page is on. Which page it is on. Shoot. It is on page 49. All right. It's a couple of pages too. 48. Sorry. Here we go. Lost Culture. From your mama fixing you breakfast on a small plate and playing her favorite tune, and your daddy telling you to get up out of bed, it's almost noon. To your grandmother and father saying, wow, that hip hop picture looks great. Inside your room, you hold old and new pictures of the latest photo hip hop classics. And you have stacks of dusty old records and crates. Here is where you got on the turntables and you scratched away. But you soon turn to the mics and with big wet dreams of becoming an MC, because setting up all the electronics and fixing your records every night was way too much for you to do. So you started learning how to get your rhyme swagger just right, standing in the mirror, flexing your muscles, memory muscles to be exact. Rhyme battling on a corner with no proven facts, just so you can get your so-called rap from the locals in your neighborhood, rocking the local crowded clubs with your minivan full of so-called gold and platinum mouth thugs. You are spotted and accepted. Then to the world you are exposed. Speaking the neighborhood slang, trying to maintain your sane from your neighborhood around the corner, chick to worldwide groupies. With dirty intention looks, your style, your swagger, your ice, and your chinchillas are diseases to us all. No need for physical slavery anymore when you can verbally kill us all. Killing the ones that grew up someone like you, slowly from the inside out, eating away at their thoughts and imaginations, like botflies, slow and steady with a slimy crawl, with tight, tiny hooks, because botflies don't slip at all. No need to read a book when you can press buttons to make a beat, add a few negative ad libs, and you'll say that's poetry. Now you think you got money to keep you on your feet with no benefits or insurance. Now I know some of you all are stunned, probably saying to yourself, what is insurance? Just look it up and it will tell you all about it. You are still talking about packing automobiles with big bags of dope and marijuana, cocaine and heroin, instead of packing acres of land with animals, fruits, and vegetables. I'm not a hater, just an inspiration to the ones who need this the most. You speak like the man who wanted us to be beneath his feet and his family's feet. With all the glamour and bright lights, you speak like the jealous one and say all you will ever be is just a crab in a barrel. You so-called rappers need to stop it. We need more conscious MCs to spread the light, to speak the truth about life to the young generation so they can learn where we messed up. How in the world did we lose hip hop? All the other righteous brothers and sisters holding up the wall with their bare hands so the stereotypical wall will fall. We need more attorneys. More attorneys, more attorneys, more attorneys. Doctors, dentists, police officers, colonels, and generals. How many times have you ignorant, unaware brothers and sisters missed your call? Still want to run with the gangsters until the police come in shooting. That's right, I said it. Shooting like they supposed to be. When you're supposed to supposedly have guns in the basement and in the roof. And you always complain about the man that sits behind the desk that's calling and pulling the shots. With the white collars and crispy ties, you get so upset when the industry takes your money. And you say you're the boss. You fake wannabe, you make no sense to me. And this is what you portray yourself to be, but the industry is designed to do that. You're a boss. Let me really see you take over a city. Let me really see if the city is yours or if you really have the key. Let me really see if you can run where the money meets up, set up a banking system instead of selling it on the streets. Or if you're going to run to your seat and sit there with your finger on your mouth. You don't need anybody to tell you what to do. You're an artist. Let me see if you can come up with something that's not insane with all the mayhem you claim to have had. All I see to you is you control hip hop and be a true MC. Instead of taking up space for these new age true MCs, the frontliners of the new generation, get it together, get it all tied up, and everything else will fall into place. That was Lost Culture. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. We lost a lot. And the system is set up to where it'll be hard for you to gain it back. Because you can gain it back, except that they're not going to give you the knowledge to do it. You have to get the knowledge yourself. But you're so in tuned into reality TV and the latest dance moves or the next challenge. Everything to constantly keep you off your path, to keep you unfocused. And time will just constantly keep going on, and you're steady getting old until you come to the realization of you're old. And then the system says you can't work because you're too old. But who needs the system when you can create your own? And you don't have to be on YouTube like I am doing it, or you don't have to be some type of negative entertainer just to get paid. Show your God-given talent for you to make ends meet. Get your own style. Make sure you guys go out and go get my books, From My Thoughts to Your Thoughts, See, Hear, and Then Speak, Empty Shells, The Do's and Don'ts of Golf, and The Do's and Don'ts of Golf 2. Make sure that you guys hit that subscription button. I appreciate it. Leave a comment. It was good seeing you all again. Talk to you soon. Hotep.